Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we have what I believe is our third update to the quarterback tier list. And as far as the other positions go, I'll be updating those tier lists throughout next week before Most Feared comes out. And yes, before I see any comments, I do have pink eye right now. I'm battling demons right now, but hey, we're gonna be fighting through. We're still pumping out the daily Madden 24 content. But real quick, we have our shout out of the day, and that goes to my man Sam Jefferson 6654 for commenting the emoji of the day on last video. And if you want a chance, we shout out in the next one. Let's comment the demon emoji. Yes, because I'm fighting. Yes, comment the demon emoji for a chance we shout it out in the next one. But yeah, if you do find these videos helpful, hitting that like button is a free way to support the channel. And if you are new here, like I said, daily Madden 24 content, tier list, gameplays, really just your one-stop shop for all your Madden 24 content. So let's get started here with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, 88 speed, 88 throw power. And the problem with Kyler, even when he first came out, is that RG3 is in this game. So going out there to buy an LTD QB just doesn't make sense when a card just as good as him is already in the game, and that's RG3. Right now, if you do want to use Kyler, he is basically quick sell. You're not going to lose any value on the card. You might lose about 50K if you get rid of him. But yeah, solid mobile option, a pretty good release. He's a fun card to use, but you don't see him often. You know what I mean? So Kyler Murray, I'm going to put him at B tier. B tier for Kyler, right in between RG3 and Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, this Aaron Rodgers card is just not good. No mobility, no gunslinger, low throw power, bad ability. So Rodgers to me, B tier as well. And next up, we have Kirk Cousins, 87 overall, 88 throw power, really no mobility, similar to like the Rodgers card. Like I said, 70 speed. But I like this card. Good accuracy stats. If, he's still pretty expensive for what, I wish his price would come down just a little bit. He's like 110, 120 right now. Maybe 130, but probably like 110. If you sit on this card, you could probably get him for like 115-ish. Kirk Cousins, to me, he's just going to play solid. And the reason why I like this card is because he actually does get the unstoppable hot route master. So if you have the room, people thought that he was going to get gunslinger. He does not get gunslinger. So if on this card, what would I use? I would maybe just go hot route master, unstoppable, and run like an indoor baller to knock down what you need to get hot route master. If you're someone that's able to light up the hot route master X factor consistently, Kirk Cousins is going to play really well for you. If you like pass the ball really well, consecutive 5-yard catches or passes in the air, I mean, that's pretty good. You only get hot route master on a quarterback's really good. So Kirk Cousins, although, without the unstoppable X factor, he probably would be by like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. He probably would end up being somewhere in here. But because he does get this special X factor, to me, he is A tier. I'm putting him at A tier without question. Without question, 100%. He's if you can light that thing up with hot route master, it can open up an offense. And next up, we have Justin Fields. We're going to talk about his compass card that you technically cannot get yet in game, but I don't think anyone's really had an experience like this with Justin Fields. But I used gold Justin Fields for the first month of this year on my no money spent account. It really hasn't. My no money spent account kind of died because the last month of content was I just couldn't bring myself around to grinding it. But Justin Fields, 91 speed, 90 throw power. If you're looking for a mobile quarterback, when this card comes around, get your hands on him. And it's not that big of a deal if you don't get the first 1,000 Justin Fields. The only difference is going to be you're not going to get Fearless. And honestly, even if I was the first 1,000 Justin Fields, I probably wouldn't even use Fearless for 4 AP. There's just no way I would. But, the stats are the same. The only difference is going to be that extra ability slot. So Justin Fields, if you're running like a Ravens book, or really, a lot of playbooks now have those speed options out of plenty formations. So Justin Fields, to me, a really good threat. His release plays really well. He's got good accuracy stats, good throw power. This card's really good. So to me, he's just going to end up being a better Mike Vick. I actually really did like his release, even without Gunslinger. Like I said, I was just running the gold Justin Fields. So Justin Fields to the top of A tier. You can maybe debate him as a low S tier card, but yeah, to me, the throw under pressure. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Justin Fields A tier. I'm gonna leave him high A. But you can, again, debate low S. I mean, I guess at this point, we might as well talk about Mike Vick. I kind of spoiled where I'm going to put Mike Vick, but I like Mike Vick a lot. Again, he's just a slower Justin Fields. I like to throw under pressure on this card, 90. It's bailed me out plenty of times. And if you're someone that, you wants a mobile quarterback, runs a lot of, read options, triple options, things like that, Mike Vick, right now in the game, is your best option. 89 speed is the fastest. He's got a good juke move, things like that. This card just plays really well as a runner. As a passer, slinger one, if you can't get used to a lefty, then you're not going to like this card. I've been using lefties for a while on the Jets team with Boomer Esiason and Mike Vick, and I've been using lefties, so I'm used to using Mike Vick. I'm very used to it at this point. But if you're not, Justin Fields will be that replacement. If you're struggling passing with Mike Vick, but you also need that run threat, that Justin Fields card will be in your hands soon enough. So Mike Vick, Justin Fields, quite similar. They're going to be very similar in abilities. The only difference is going to be righty, lefty, but also Fields to me just slightly better stats than Mike Vick. Next up, we have Terry Bradshaw. So my problem with Terry Bradshaw is the same problem I had with the Aaron Rodgers card, but to me, Bradshaw's just a little bit better. I like his release. But accuracy stats, they're solid. They're pretty solid as a runner. I mean, he's a pocket QB. But he's a pocket QB that doesn't get gunslinger. So that's the problem with Terry Bradshaw's card. The X factors that he's able to get are pro reads, aka, and I thought he had one more that he was able to get. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he had two. Oh yeah, he gets. Oh no, yeah, only one. I thought he had two for some reason. I don't know why I thought that, but yeah, pro reads, aka, it ignores pressure if you use it. Terry Bradshaw to me, well, he could have been better if they gave him gunslinger. If they gave the pocket QBs gunslinger, even Rodgers, Terry, they'd be moved up a little bit, in my opinion. But Terry Bradshaw, I'm gonna put him actually. I still think he's A tier. I'm gonna put him behind Kirk Cousins, even though both cards don't get gunslinger. They both have special X factors, but to me, Kirk Cousins is just a little bit better. Okay, who should we talk about next? Let's do Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, this card, stat-wise, doesn't look that great, but he actually does play pretty well. His release is pretty solid, 6'6", 215, can move a little bit, and the acceleration is also really good on this card. I feel like, so the next card we're going to talk about, Tua and Trevor Lawrence, a lot of comparisons that came out back-to-back days. But to me, they roll out the same. Although Tua is faster, they roll out the same because of Tua's acceleration at only 82. They flip them, so they just feel the same. And I'd rather have that quick burst of acceleration compared to, that slower burst of acceleration. Although he might get to a higher speed, it does take a little bit longer. So honestly, for rolling out in this game, which you're going to want to do in this year's game, you can definitely roll out your quarterback. So acceleration is actually pretty important. Trevor Lawrence feels good. He plays well. If this card had better stats, he might be up there with, in the S tier. He really might be. He had a chance to be. The accuracy stats to me, and obviously being consistent is important. So, yeah, Trevor Lawrence, you guys see it. For a guy who's supposed to be, a passer, they cheated his passing. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to put Trevor Lawrence at A tier. Again, if you're someone that wants to throw the ball more, probably Trevor Lawrence over both these guys. Maybe not Justin Fields. Probably over Mike Vick, though. But I'll do this. I'll do that. I'm okay with doing that because there's probably more people that, there's probably less people that run like a heavy QB run scheme compared to those who don't. So I'll put Trevor Lawrence in front of Fields or in front of Vick. But to me, Fields and Trevor Lawrence, very similar passers they're going to be. But obviously, Fields has that other dimension to his game. Yeah, my memory was off. It's only 80 acceleration on Tua. So that's the first thing I remember feeling on this card. I love his stats though. Good throw power, 91 throw under pressure, accuracy stats, beautiful across the board, 92 throw on the run, 85 speed, and as a ball carrier has a 90 juke move with 88 COD. So they made Tua, he's got good run stats. 77 carrying for a quarterback's pretty good. I probably would still be slotting a good majority of the time, but the 80 acceleration you definitely feel, and usually you see the 85 speed and you think this card should be able to roll out very well, but you feel it. You're going to feel it off rip. If you can kind of get a clean rollout or a clean step up, it'll be okay, but you definitely do feel it. But yeah, if you use the Gunslinger strat card, get up to 91 throw power with these accuracy stats, that throw under pressure, that throw on the run, 85 speed. Yeah, to me, Tua is just a better Trevor Lawrence. Again, Tua is a lefty, and we'll go back to Justin Fields. Just I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like, Justin Fields is just as accurate as Tua is. Like 92 short accuracy, 88 deep, throw under pressure. But I would rather have the 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Than have 88 mid accuracy, 91 throw under pressure, because you can roll out like crazy with 91 acceleration and 90 speed. You're gonna feel that difference immensely. So, if like honestly, yeah, if Justin Fields had slightly better accuracy stats, if his accuracy stats and throw under pressure were at Tua's level, he would be S tier in my opinion. But yeah, we got some good options right now in this game at the top of A tier. 240, 250 for these two cards. Even Mike Vick's even going for 242. So like 240 in this range. Even Warren Moon, I know if you've been using him for a while, might get stale, but he's only 136. Okay, like that's crazy. Kirk Cousins with the X factor. What's Terry Bradshaw's price? Terry Bradshaw is going for 180. He's probably the worst buy. He's probably the worst buy on A tier, to be honest. Everyone else I like for their price, to be honest with you. So next up we have Andrew Luck, and when Andrew Luck came out, maybe that week or something, you know, content was so dry before that. My eyes were a little bit, you know, foggy, and obviously I've, you know, whatever, that's something. But, you know, I feel like the hype around Andrew Luck made me not kind of realize that this card really isn't anything crazy. I mean, at the time when he first came out, he was crazy. But then we had Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and obviously Josh Allen come out after him. So Andrew Luck was the best QB for maybe 3 days. But then I think Tua came out, and Tua is just as good as this card. If you can use a lefty, Tua is just as good as Andrew Luck. He is. He really is. I'm telling you right now, if anything, Tua has more depth in his game. I mean, Andrew Luck's 6'4", 240, but who's bruising with their quarterback? No one's doing that. But if you can use a lefty, Tua is just as good, if not debatably better than the Andrew Luck card. Same speed, same acceleration. So as far as rolling out, it feels the same. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me what you guys think. So I feel like what I might do here is I might actually put Justin Fields in front of Andrew Luck. Again, I like the speed. If you want more of a passer, then it would be Andrew Luck, I guess. But until Fields is in the game, Fields is gonna be really good. I'm telling you, Fields is gonna be really good. Everyone's gonna have his card. Fields honestly might be S tier. I'm considering putting Fields in S tier right now. I don't think I can do it because the way that this Josh Allen card plays with the X factors and everything, I'll talk about it in a second. But I don't know, Andrew Luck, to me, if you can use a lefty, him and Tua are equals. That's what I'm going to say right now. I might get a couple comments about it in the comment section. Luck plays so good for me. But really, in reality, they just do. They just do. And the thing about Andrew Luck's card is it doesn't even feel like Andrew Luck. I don't know why. I used the card. I played against the card. It doesn't even feel like you're playing against Andrew Luck out there, man. It just doesn't. I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't feel like Andrew Luck. Yeah. But Andrew Luck, I feel like if they gave him better stats, yeah, he'd be S tier. But I considered putting him at S tier. But right when I saw him and Tua back to back, I'm like, how can I put Andrew Luck in S tier and not put Tua in S tier? Like, how could I do that? I mean, I guess we can move all three of these guys up if you wanted to, but to me, Josh Allen's just that step ahead of everybody, and everyone after Josh Allen will hopefully follow suit. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping with most feared and team diamonds and things like that coming out. And yeah, no surprise here. QB1 is Josh Allen. You could just tell his stats are just better. You know, even if he had equal stats to Luck with that special X factor or his X factors, I think he's just better. I mean, 84 acceleration, 87 speed. He's going to feel a lot better than Andrew Luck. And you can use him in both ways. You can use him if you want to even run the ball a lot with your QB. You can use Josh Allen that way. I mean, he's fine. He's fine there. He's got 82 carrying with an 88 juke move. He's kind of just like, he's like Tua's accuracy in Luck's build, but he can, like, I don't know. It's like this Josh Allen card is just far better than Andrew Luck, in my opinion. It's crazy to me that people even were thinking that they would be close. I will say, though, Josh Allen, if you watched the Josh Allen gameplay yesterday, he does have some issues as far as throwing to the left side of the field. It's left to the short. It's left short. He kind of has this long release, even with Gunslinger. You definitely do feel it. But to me, Josh Allen is the best QB in this game right now. He has the unstoppable X factors. You know, use whatever one you're able to light up the easiest. Doesn't matter whether it's Fearless, Gunslinger, Hot Route. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. I like Hot Route with, I was running Hot Route with Indoor Baller and Gunslinger. That's what I was using on Josh Allen. I like that setup a lot. But to me, Josh Allen is just better than every other QB in this game right now. Yeah, I know there's going to be comments that Luck is too low. I know there's going to be. But I'm willing to stand on it. I really am. So this is the QB tier list for October 6th, the week before Most Feared. Hopefully in a couple weeks I'll update this, and there'll be a lot more quarterbacks with Josh Allen at S tier. Hopefully maybe even Josh Allen's down to A tier. That'd be amazing. But drop a comment down below. Who's too high? Who's too low? Of course, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.